One of the most common steroids out there for females and males alike is Anavar. If anybody wants to go down the dark side or go down that road of taking PEDs, one of the first things that they search or do research on or Google or YouTube is Anavar. Now, if you're here on this channel for some scientific explanation on how Anavar works and what it does to the body, you might as well switch over now. And if you think you're going to go find that information on some other channel, you're wrong again. Because this research that they claim to do is absolutely garbage. There's no such thing of it. There's no such thing as research on steroids. You know who the research is? You and your mate took some stuff. Did it work? Yes, it worked for you. Some other guys took it. It didn't work because theirs was something different. Because the thing that they thought was Anavar was actually Winstrol or D-ball. Who knows what it was and who knows where it was made. The reality of it is, guys, here's the thing. Most of the stuff out there, majority of stuff out there isn't what it says on the tin or the box or the vial or whatever you buy your steroids from. Most of it, unfortunately, is something else or a cheaper alternative. So for an example would be Anavar is a great one that is very similar to Winstrol. If you took Anavar and I said to you this was Anavar and you took it, but in fact I was a little sneaky rat and I gave you Winstrol, you would not know the difference. There is no way. I would like to see that experiment. I would like to get a top 10 bodybuilders in the world or guys who take gear on a regular basis and say, this is Anavar, but really it's Winstrol. Tell me the difference. Tell me after 4 weeks of use if I gave you Anavar or Winstrol. I will guarantee you they will not be able to tell the difference, which is why Anavar is one of the most commonly faked steroids there is on the market. So where you get your Anavar from and who you buy your Anavar from is very, very important. I have actually very few times in my life has seen pharma grade Anavar. The first place I saw it was in Mexico about 10 years ago. First time I ever saw pharma grade Anavar, I think it was in 2.5 milligram tablets. 2.5 milligram tablets. And I literally took 4 of those tablets, which were 10 milligram. And I felt it. I was like, wow, this is what Anavar feels like. So I guarantee you, most of you guys out there are just taking Winstrol. And when somebody sells you Anavar and it says 50 mgs on it, it's laughable. 50 mg Anavar, no, don't exist. Fake. 20 mg Anavar, don't exist. Fake. 10 mg Anavar, don't exist. Fake. I don't care who you're getting your Anavar from, G. It is fake. Or it's made in Dave's bathtub in Doncaster. And you don't want that. Simple as. Now, I've seen pharma grade stuff in 5 milligram tablets and 2.5. Yes, you can buy 10 milligram Anavar as well. I'm not going to say no, that was a joke. But I will almost guarantee you it's going to be Winstrol in there. But you know what? Is that so bad? I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Winstrol isn't as bad as people make out. So like I said at the start, all these research guys out there, 23 deciliters and 96 ml. And listen, bro, I don't care where you did your research from because I know it's fake. I know it's all bullshit. All the studies that you think you've done on Anavar and all the studies you think you've done on steroids are all bullshit. I've done better studies talking to guys in the gym. Trust me on this. There's no one person out there doing this chemicalized study with 100 individuals who all live in a house and let's do this and let's do that and let's take Anavar, let's take Winstrol. It's all bullshit. Simple as. Who's the guinea pigs? We are. Who are the guinea pigs of today? The guys who were taking it yesterday. Simple as, bro. It's very, very easy. We know it works. The guys before us took it. They've got in good shape. Oh, does Anavar work? Yeah, okay. What does it do? Let me get to that. If you take Anavar in low dose, 20 milligram, because we know it's fake, so just take 2 mg, 10 mg tablets. It's probably going to be low dose. It'll probably be 5 milligram at the most. Let's say you took that per day. Let's say with breakfast. You just took it with breakfast, 20 milligram with breakfast. How would you feel? You'd feel a little bit stronger, obviously. You'd feel a little bit harder, like the muscle tone, it's anabolic. You're going to feel a little bit harder. It is a steroid at the end of the day. And you're going to feel less water retention because it does act as a anti-estrogen, which is one of the reasons why I never take any AIs. That is another video that I'm going to explain why I never do that. But that is the properties, or that is what Anavar is supposed to do for your body. And guess which other steroid is exactly the same? Winstrol. So who knows what it is? But look, I'm not here to bash your source of getting Anavar. There is Anavar out there. You can purchase it. Not off me. I don't sell it. Remember that, guys. People keep asking me, Faddy, where'd you get steroids from? Where'd you buy it from? I don't know. I get all my stuff abroad. I buy mine in other countries legally, and I bring it into this country. Safe as houses. Walk through customs. What do you have, sir? This is my suitcase. It's right there. Taking it for who? For me. Personal use. Done. See you later. Have a nice day. Off you go out. That's how I do it. So please don't inbox me. I keep asking people, don't inbox me about where to buy them from. I've already done a video on how to purchase it. Now, before I get sidetracked, back to Anavar. It is a great steroid. It's great for TRT as well in low dose. You can take it for as long as you want. The liver toxic levels on Anavar are very, very low. If anything, zero. They're non-existent. I've taken it for 6 months. Was it 4 to 6 months? Very, very low dose. 4 to 6 months. Got my blood work done at the start, got my blood work done at the end, and believe it or not, it improved my liver, enzymes, kidneys, and everything got improved. I'm not saying Anavar improved all those markers. I got leaner as well, I got healthier as well. So I'm not saying it improved it, but my point I'm trying to say is it definitely didn't harm. Definitely didn't cause any harm to my insides. That is one thing I know. Blood pressure I check every single day. I'll give you guys an example. I'm on top of this shit, bro. It's right here. I check my blood pressure every single day. I'd even check it for you now. It'll be 120/80. But I'm a little bit fired up right now, so it's probably going to be a bit higher. But look, this is something that you guys got to check every single day. Every single day. Just so you know, if you're running something, make sure you're keeping make sure you're keeping a check on your health. And one of the silent killers is blood pressure. And it's very easy to monitor. It's right there. Just before I have breakfast, I whack it on. I'm already relaxed. I'll sit back, put my arm up here. I'll check it. Right, boom. I'll make a reading of it. I'll write it down in a booklet. It's done. Done for the day. And if it's high, okay, I wonder why it's high. I'll check again tomorrow and the day after. And more often than not, it goes back to normal. So the high reading doesn't really make a difference because it's just an odd chance, an odd occasion that it just happened. So definitely keep your health in check when taking Anavar. Perfectly safe. Now, for those guys out there, those steroid guys, those juice heads, what should you stack Anavar with? Anavar can be used pre-contest. It's a great steroid used to be used right up to the show. Safe as hell. In low dose, again low dose. Even though you're competing, you still should be using a low dose of Anavar. If you are bulking, I would stack it with EQ and test. I'm not going to give you the milligrams. If you want that consultation, link in the description. Stack it with EQ and test and amphate. Put some Anavar in there. You don't need to use AIs. You see the little trick I'm using there? You get what I'm trying to do? Exactly. So you don't need AIs. Use Anavar. It'll make sure everything is in check. You won't get those puffy nips. You won't get that acne. You won't get no side effects. That is how I would use Anavar. It is a great steroid. If I was to rate it, I would say 10 out of 10. Up there, everything. Again, it's all dose dependent. Don't be an absolute idiot with it. Do not go on Google and Google how to take Anavar. What is the best dosage of Anavar? The best way to do it is this. Find someone on YouTube who you like, who you follow, who you think holds some sort of credibility that you can think, you know what, this guy ain't gonna bullshit you. I'm not saying it's me. I'm not saying I'm that guy, but I'm just saying everybody has a guy who they follow. I might look at somebody, or let's say Dr. Huberman, and I'll think, yeah, this guy says some things that are okay, but sometimes he gets a little bit too sciencey. Derek, more plates, more dates, absolute, God, he just bores me. Talks out of his arse half the time, talks about studies that never existed, and no one's ever going to check up on them because nobody knows they existed anyway. And he just spouts some bullshit, technologically, this, advanced, and this, and that. And you sit there thinking, get to the bloody point. How much shall I inject? You're sat there with the syringe loaded. How much gear shall I take? Just get to the bloody point. And then he leaves it and he gives you all these other answers and sits there with his delts out like this. Doesn't know how to train, doesn't know what he's doing. So he's a guy who for me, not very credible when it comes to taking gear. I might look at somebody who's a pro bodybuilder and think, whoa, hang on a minute, do I really want to be taking this guy's advice on gear? Look at the size of him. He's got varicose veins in his calves. He looks like this. He's got acne on his back. He looks an absolute mess. He's, 23 years old and he looks 48. Do I want to be taking his advice? Do I want to be taking a guy's advice who's 50 but looks 40 and he's in good shape, very athletic, trains every day, is healthy, has got kids, has got a family, has got a business? So you got to pick that guy, who you think that person is, who you give credibility to. Everyone on the internet is different. It doesn't matter about followers. It doesn't matter about subscribers. So I'm here as well. And I know for me to kind of get up there, I need more subscribers. So please, guys, subscribe if you are watching this. Please subscribe. When I get the views and it tells you like how many people watched it, how many people subscribed. So many of you guys aren't subscribed. So please, I'm still trying to grow in this game. Subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what stack you're taking and please like this video.